I got my guest here today, and her name is TIANA Baby.
Hi, you guys. Nice to see you
Yes.
guys.
Yes. And y'all already know who TIANA Baby is. She's been doing a lot of performances, and of course, she is my child. You already know that. So I am so happy to interview her, get some little goodies out of her. We're going to see what's going on today. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Yes. Okay. So let's jump right on into it. And she doesn't know what I'm going to ask her. So we're going to get some goodies out of her. Okay. But we're going to stick to the music. Okay. So, Tiana, baby, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am doing great. Thank you for coming and
Of
just
course.
spending some time with your mommy.
Of course.
But just being a professional and just getting used to like all this greatness that comes with being an artist because having these talk shows and these podcasts is part of being an artist. So, toodles to you.
Thank you.
So, my first question for you is you are the youngest artist on Bay Area Hip Hop and R&B Music Showcase. You were around for a while when I started doing it a couple years back in 2022. So you were kind of just observant. I did not know that you could rap. That came by surprise to me.
Mhm.
When I found out you can rap, I was upset because I'm like, where did this come from? Like, you could have been a childhood star. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So, like, my question is like, what popped out of you? Like, what made you start writing? Like, what happened? Like, how did it come out?
I felt like I been had it in me. I just wasn't really. I'm not really confident with like speaking, like saying stuff out loud. I don't know. I'd be kind of shy, but I don't know. When I just rap, I feel like I just express myself. Like, yeah.
So, what do you feel like your rap style is?
More like hip hop. I like to rap. I like more like hardcore beat.
Hardcore. So, what do you think inspires? Like, so who do you listen to? And be honest, because I be listening to your music, I'm like, oh no, child, you know. But our
Uh,
generation is two different type of generations. So, like, who you feel like if you can get in the studio with right now and do a song, like, who would you do? Who would you get in the studio with?
I like Sada Baby. I listen to
Sada
Sada
Baby.
Baby.
Yeah. I like Sada Baby. Shout
EBK.
out Sada Baby. Shout out Sada Baby. Okay.
EBK J-Bo. He from Stockton.
Okay. What's
Um,
up?
just a lot of like male rappers. I don't know. I don't really listen to many female rappers. I feel like they rap a little bit too much about like body and like I don't know. I kind of like the males they rap about like shooting and stuff. But I don't know. I kind of like it more. I don't know. I'm kind of like I can
Mm.
kind of like I don't know. I can listen to their stuff more than I can listen to female rap.
Right. Okay, that sounds good. Okay.
Mhm.
Do you have any questions for me? Ask me
Uh,
one question.
yes. So wait, can we cut it? Wait, what if I? Oh
This
no.
we can. I'm cutting and I'm doing the editing, so don't worry about it.
Okay, so. Oh, okay. Okay, so I
Yeah.
was. My question is: do you think being a rapper is hard?
Um. Do I think being a rapper is hard? I think being a lyricist is hard. Being a rapper is easy. You get the
Yeah,
difference?
yeah, yeah. I just feel
Yeah.
like coming up with the words a little bit, kind of little, I
It's
don't know. You trying to
complicated.
not trying to sound like everybody else. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So yeah, you trying to flow. You make your flow a little different from everybody else. Your tone, the way you do your
Delivery and stuff
yeah,
like that.
exactly.
So, like you were saying, your words and stuff. Like, how do you come up with the words you say, or how do you come up with your delivery?
Maybe just how I feel. I mean, sometimes I do stuff that relates to me, or sometimes I'll just mix up and just be joking around. Sometimes I just like whatever flows, flows. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, you don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, I don't know. Rapping's pretty easy. You just rhyme. Not everything people say is true. Sometimes you can just. Sometimes they telling a story. Sometimes they
Right.
just, they can be funny. So rapping is pretty cool.
And you say you more of a rapper than you know what a lyricist is.
Can you please explain
A
for me?
lyricist is more like more lyrical. So they'll I'm about to say Kanye West. Kendrick Lamar, he's more of a lyricist. Like the words he say, he is more I wouldn't say dictionary words, but they're
Mhm.
words that we would have to kind of look up or be like, what does that mean?
Yeah,
Or, more of a
exactly.
lyricist. Who else is, a lot of these people I'm saying is probably older, so you wouldn't know. But Kendrick
Mhm.
Lamar,
Yeah, I know
is
you're talking about.
versus like Drake. Drake is
Mhm.
more of a party, more of a rapper. He's not gonna say too many complicated words. He
Right.
just gonna make it rhyme.
Right.
So those, I guess, is my examples. Okay, so audience, y'all still with me? I hope y'all still with me. We're gonna dive in a little bit more. So Tiana Baby,
Yes.
was you
Yes.
scared for your first performance? Because when you did your first performance, we performed at the Common Wealth Club,
Oh yeah.
and we did a feature with another young lady artist,
Mhm.
and it was a lot of people there. It was like
No, yeah.
at least 100 people. Was you scared to do that performance?
A little bit. I was shaking a little bit, but I'm like, I just gotta push through it, because I'm like, it's so many like older people, like they all staring at me, but it wasn't that bad, but I just had to push through it because I'm like, I have other people that's on the song with me,
Right.
even though they don't know when I mess up, but it's like, even if I like mess up, then it's gonna make me like freeze up and then kind of forget my
And then,
lyrics. But it was pretty cool. It's not that bad. I feel like it's better when you have people that hype you up, like
right,
have people by your side to like give you some confidence.
right.
Yeah.
And then you had performed in front of like artists. So what is the difference from? Do you feel like it's a difference when you perform in front of an artist collective? Like, sometimes I'll do those
Mhm.
events and it's just artists, and then sometimes we'll do events and it's just like you say, older people or people who not used to hip hop.
Yeah.
What kind of audience do you prefer to perform in front of?
Mm, I mean, being around the rappers is pretty cool. 'Cause I feel like we all the same. Like like
Right.
we all do the same stuff. So it's kind of more like they'll really bump to my stuff and kind of be like, okay, girl, like really hype me up instead of just like random audience. They just like, oh, that was okay. Like they won't really know like what I'm
Right.
trying to like.
They don't feel
Yeah, they don't
it.
feel it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They don't really feel it
Yeah.
how the rappers, the artists do. Yeah.
Right. So you want that. You need that support.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
you're
yeah.
up
Especially
there.
since I'm the youngest one, it's kind of like I kind of like when people like hype me up and be like, like you did so good, because I be feeling like I do terrible sometimes. It's like,
Right.
yeah, I just be like freezing up. But
Right. All right. Do you want to ask me one more last question before
um,
we end our conversation for today?
yes. So if you can meet one artist or rapper, who would it be?
If I can meet one artist or rapper.
Yeah, or like do a song with them, or just meet them in
Ooh.
general. Have a nice one day
Can
with
I pick
them
a
or
woman
something.
and a man?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so if I had to pick a woman to meet and do a song with, it would be Summer Walker. I
Mhm.
love Summer Walker. She's just so real,
Mhm.
and she just been through so much. And I just feel like we will vibe, like what I'm saying. So if I had to do a song with a woman, it'd be Summer Walker. If I had to do it a man, ooh, that is so hard because it's like a few people that I'd be listening to.
Right.
But I would have to say Juvenile, and Juvenile is old school, so you ain't gonna know who
Right.
he
Right. Cause
is.
I'm like, I
Yeah,
don't
you ain't
know.
gonna know who he is, girl.
Right.
But that's somebody I grew up on, and then to be able to like do a song with him, somebody that I was listening to that helped me get to, I would do it with Juvenile. So shout out Juvenile if you hear this
Right.
podcast talk show. Miss White, First Lady of Frisco, said what's up. Okay, so as we close on today's segment, I need y'all to stay tuned because we have 5 other segments coming up. The flyer is out, you guys. I thank Tiana Baby for
Thank
coming out.
you.
We're going to do a small little performance really quick, and we just thank y'all. So stay tuned. We got Eventbrite tickets. If y'all want to be a part of the audience in real life, it costs you a little bit of nothing, $5 or $10, to come inside, meet some excellent people, be in the community. If you want to be interviewed, hit me up. I'm on Instagram, Miss White Officially, MSS White Officially. So tap in with your girl. Hey, we doing it big. I catch y'all next time. We out.
Out.